This is Scott the Fix-It Guy, and today we're going to be dealing with how to build a visor extension for your Prius. If you are tall like me and you bring out your normal visor, there's a big gap here where sun beats down on your head. This visor extension slides and comes out, and then this visor blocks the sun from hitting your head. So filming at night, we don't really need the sun visor, but this is just to illustrate how it works. So this is a new one that we just made and haven't had a chance to paint it yet. Usually you want to paint it the color of your upholstery with some spray paint. So this is one I made about 7 years ago, and it's done great. It's kind of beaten up by now because it's just made out of paper, but it's lasted 7 years and I still use it. So I decided to make one and just show you guys how you can make it on your own. And again, if you're tall, you need this, because when you sit back far in your seat, there's a big gap here where the sun beats down on your head, and this pulls back and covers that spot, and then it retracts. So once it's painted, it kind of blends in more with the upholstery. So this is the old one, a little bit faded, but there's a little relief area here so they can clip back in, and then you can use it as normal, or you can pull it out and you can slide it and have that block your face. So we're going to go over how to build one of these just using manila folders, and it should take you about 15 minutes.
So just a few supplies from the house needed: a ruler, glue stick, a pin, some scissors, and 1, 2, 3 manila folders. These were 8.5 by 11. I'm sorry, 8 by 11.5, but other sizes would work too. So this is the old visor. It's about 7 years old. We're just going to make a new one. Going to kind of deconstruct. It's basically just a sleeve made of thick paper. And this is the end piece we're going to cut first. So that's going to be 6.5 inches by 8 inches. Just cut that extra off. This is the bottom piece, so it's 6.5 by 11.5 inches. So we need 2 of those, one for the bottom, one for the top. And here is our bottom piece, and here is our end piece of the visor. We're just going to glue this piece into position with our glue stick. So we'll put a bunch of glue here, and then just push down this end piece and line up the seam, and then just push down so that the glue will set. Okay, now we got that pressed down firmly, and we're going to fold over this bottom piece of this visor into position. We're going to put some glue here on this end piece and then fold that over and press down. And now we've got a lot of the sleeve or visor made already. So we add that glue, press down. Now we've got a lot of the sleeve done. We still have to do the top part. So there's our sleeve. We have another 11.5 by 6.5 piece. That'll be the top. Just got to add glue to it. Just open that up. Use our glue stick, get glue all over so we have a nice bond. Put that top piece in position and then press down. Okay, now we're adding that glue. Getting our top piece in position, pressing down, we have a nice envelope now, a nice solid sleeve. But we do need to make this longer. We're only at 12 inches, but we got to end up being 14 inches, so we have to add 2 inches. To do that, we'll cut 2 pieces that are 5 3/4 by 6 1/2. Because again, we got to get up to 14 inches. So these are just like extensions that we're adding, a top one and a bottom one. So we add glue here to our existing sleeve on the front and the back. And we can add on our extension. And before we glue it, we can measure again to make sure we're at a total length of 14 inches. So we're just adding the glue. There we go. More glue. Got our top piece in position, now our bottom piece. And we have the extensions done, and now the whole sleeve is the right length, 14 inches. So now we have an intact sleeve, and we just have to do some cutaways here to make room for the hinge and also for the clip that holds the visor. So we just got to get the measurements correct. For this one, we're going to measure in 4 1/2 inches from the side. It'll be 1 inch by 1 inch. So we're going to do some diagonal cuts and then cut down on the 2 ends. Then we can pull these little cutaways off. And we're left with the bottom piece. We'll just fold that back so we can cut it out with our scissors. And we got that done. Then this one be a little bit easier. Just got to get our measurement correct. So we're coming in from the top down 1 3/4 inches, and we're coming in from the side 1 1/2 inches. So we get our lines, we'll cut that away. Okay, we got here's our old one, and here is our new one. It's all the same dimensions, 14 inches long, has the same cutaways. Next thing left is just to try to paint it to the correct color.
So now I'm just spray painting to match the color of the upholstery, which is just gray for my car. So do one side about 3 coats, and you can flip it over, do the other side, and then when it dries it'll look great.
Here is our new one in position. I ended up having to cut off about 1/2 inch from the end to get it to fit exactly right. So I had to do a little modification. And it's really helped me a lot, this older one, from getting the morning sun and afternoon sun from blinding me. So it's a really helpful invention. I want to thank you guys for watching. And please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. Your support makes all the difference. Thanks a lot.